So before this video starts, I want to say, this is not my video, so it's not me playing. This is GameSpot's video, as you'll notice the watermark at the bottom of the screen. And by the way, also that little subscribe button-y thing, that isn't me either, that's GameSpot. So if you want to go subscribe to them, feel free. If you want to subscribe to me, also feel free to do that too. Anyways, thanks for clicking on this video and hope you enjoy it. Bye. Hello everybody, Toastbomb here, back again with more Halo 4 gameplay commentary. Today we're going to be talking about classes in Halo 4. Now you might be like, classes? What? Halo's not Team Fortress 2, get out of here. But we might see the development of classes in Halo 4 thanks to armor loadouts having different armor abilities and these armor tweaky perk sort of things that are in the game that are going to allow players to play differently and could possibly help in filling different roles such as support and objective and main slayer sorts of players. And I don't know if this will happen. I think it greatly depends on how the metagame develops. And you might be like, metagame? What's that? It's a weird sort of thing. It's basically described as a game outside of the game. And you're just like, oh, what? Is this like Gameception or something like that? Well, not really, but kind of. I like to describe it more as this sort of strategy thing that just arbitrarily kind of develops, and everyone does it for not really any good reason. There's some tactical and strategy related reasons behind it, but there's no reason you couldn't just do it another way, but it's just kind of the way it is. An example could be like, if you're running the flag on the pit, you're gonna go plat and jump it to green box pretty much about 95% of the time. The other 5% is you running it dark for whatever niche situation you're in and you need to take that hallway instead. But no one ever runs at training or runaway, which would be ridiculous, but training could also be a viable option. Locking people down in the Mauler spawns could be just as easy as locking them down in the court spawns, but it just doesn't happen. That wasn't the way the game was developed. And Halo 4 could turn into this sort of class-based sort of game where you have these separate team compositions and things like this, which would be amazing for the strategy. Many other games that are just super deep with strategy, such as StarCraft, have things like army composition where you're trying to get a certain composition that has enough variety in it that you can defend off things, but at the same time is concise enough that it's effective at what it is. Other games like Dota 2 have team composition where you're trying to match up abilities and spells and stuff like that so that they line up perfectly against the other team and mix really well. In Halo, since these armor abilities and things like this are just kind of little tweaks, it's going to be to a lesser extent than this, but it can still go in that direction. So I could see something where like supports use Promethean vision and armor ability efficiency so that they can keep that Promethean vision going for longer. They could use Promethean vision because they're kind of hanging in the back. They're not getting in very many direct fights, so they're not going to need something to really protect themselves like Hard Light Shield, or really need to escape super quick with something like Thruster Pack. So I think that could be a really good fit for them, and the armor ability efficiency would make it so almost like there's 3 people using Promethean vision without the armor ability efficiency. So that third person, the objective player, could use possibly Thruster Pack if that pairs well with running the flag, or with the oddball so they could get away faster, or maybe some other sort of perk. And the main slayer could maybe use Hard Light Shield so that they could escape and protect themselves easier, because they're going to be in a lot of not very advantageous situations where it's a 1v2 or something like that, and they need to get out of their safe. Now I think this would be amazing for the game and add tons of strategy with team composition. We could see lots of variety, different teams using different strategies to try and get the edge over their team by having a more efficient sort of setup. There could be tons of stuff to explore in that. But I think it's going to be a little while after the game's release for people to find that out. I think a lot of stuff we're going to see in the beginning is just, you know, MLG teams, whoever, just teams of 4, just all using Promethean Vision to try and get the edge, because I think it's amazing. But like I said in one of my previous videos, the people that think outside of the box and learn how to work with these new additions to Halo and don't just try to play it in the classic Halo way are the people that are going to excel and do amazing in the game. The people who break that mold are going to be the successful people in Halo 4. And I've used the example before, but we saw slightly lesser things in Halo 3, but still sort of breaking the mold type things, where you basically had a shotgun bottom middle of Guardian. There was a Mauler there. Everyone forgets that. No one ever picked it up, ever. Until one tournament. I don't know what the team name was. It might have been Ambush, but I know a really good noob was on the team, and they took the ball, it was Guardian ball, they took the ball to Snipe Tower and just controlled Snipe Tower the entire game and utilized the Mauler so people would lift over, try and rushing the ball to get that thing out of their hands, and they would just beat down, and they're done. They just demolished whatever team they were playing against. But it was a good team. It was like Triggers Down, maybe a Straight Griffin, something like that. But it was amazing to see some of this different sort of play. And there wasn't very many options for that in Halo 3 because it was really bare bones the way it was set up. There was a BR, like one carbine on one map, I think it was like Guardian, and then just the power weapons. There wasn't very much variety, but now in Halo 4 there's going to be all this variety, 3 different kind of main weapons, carbine, BR, DMR, armor ability differences. There's going to be tons of variety to explore and experiment with, so I'm really excited for that. I think it could open up all these different avenues of opportunity to just add to the game massively. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you like that idea or have any ideas for what you think team composition could be, I'd be interested in hearing that. You post that down in the comments. As always, if you like the video, you can leave a like or a comment. If you really like the video, you can subscribe because I post new Halo videos every day.